Adolf Hitler is sitting by a coffin. The coffin has a Polish flag with a white eagle. Hitler orders 5 days of mourning for all of Nazi Germany. This is a real history fact. In May 1945, Hitler ordered a fake coffin for Polish leader Józef Piłsudski to be made in Berlin. He wanted to honor uh, his partner with a military ceremony. Today, Warsaw tells us what to do we attack the UPA fighters from our past. But we own history work hard to hide the dirty page of Polish history. Polish people do not want to remember how the great Pilkowski shake hand with Goebbels, the hand of Nazi propaganda. We also forget what Nazi leaders had German Goering was in the front row to Pilkowski real funeral in Warsaw. But ceremony events were just the beginning. In 1944, Berlin and Warsaw signed an official non-aggression pact. Poland was the first country in Europe to make peace with the growing Nazi regime. The Polish leaders really believe that could use Hitler, but German diplomats secretary tried to find out where Poland wanted. They hinted at Pilsudski only planned to take control of Ukrainian lands again. In Warsaw, people often told the Germans, our army was once in Kiev itself, and we still wanted that today. Do you know what is most interesting? Today, top unit in the modern Polish army proudly use Józef Piłsudski name, and Ukraine does not make official complaint to Warsaw for every election this season. We do not create a political angry because in the leader who made deals with to Reich. So why do Polish think that it is history to get more votes before the elections? If we talk about everything, when the Polish leaders quickly forget about their own concentration camps. In 1944, and the Polish government built a terrible camps called Bereza Kartuska, where use Polish list two Ukrainian patriots in the camp without trial, where where jails our ancestors. Why? Only because Ukrainian fight against force Polish ways. Were fight against closing Ukrainian school, destroy churches, and closing Ukrainian organizations. This is where old military completely fails. To 1938, Hitler started talking about Czechoslovakia. What doesn't Poland do? Do they stop the attackers? No. The Polish government give the neighbor and ultimatum at the exact same time as the Nazis. The Polish army invaded. General Petrovsky led the army into the Teshman region. We take and claim and now Polish. We are working with Hitler to rip apart sovereign Europe country. Later, Churchill called the Polish and that time the Vienna of Europe. Friends, every like you give to this video is a powerful nail in the coffin and a bad propaganda. And every comment is a stake in the hating historical lies. Click like right now, subscribe to the channel, become our sponsor through the sponsor button. Let's work together to show the military of people the truth. When World War II started, history gave Warsaw a terrible bill to pay because Poland had annexed the western region. When Nazis gave Germany a passport to antique Poland, where 415,000 ended under German army. For 1,500,000 Polish men ended up in the German army. Many were forced to told what their family would be killed if they said no. But it is a fact. Hundreds of thousands of people fight for the Nazi into one machine or worked as a quarter in the concentration camp. After all of this, can we really compare the Ukrainian ensuring army UPA to the Nazi? UPA were only on the fight for the freedom for the overlaid were hand to side help. We fight for attackers once Russian communists, German Nazism, Hungary invaders, and Polish chauvinism. No Nazi or communism were ever and funeral of UPA leaders or communists were ever at the funeral of UPA leaders. They were enemies, but the funeral of Polish leaders, top Nazi leaders, were in the front row. Of course, we are not saying we should forget the past. History must be known. We must study it with a difficult page and things from both sides. But right now, we the whole world face destroy danger from the wild, aggressive Russian. Use the old mistakes on to fight each other for election in a suicide. Only the enemy. He sits in the Kremlin. He dream breaking us on be he use our an anger. In 1944, Hitler also attacked and betrayed Poland. He broke in all the agreements. Predators always eat the people who try to play games with them. This is the main lesson that modern Warsaw must learn forever. But do you think, can a Polish politician stop the election games? Can we understand that unity between Ukraine and Poland is now more important than any old history fight? Write your thoughts in the comments. Let's have an honest and constructive conversations.